Hi there, I'd like to show you my Sony Boombox Ghettoblaster. It's a model CFD-770. Now this is a 1990s, or at least a 91 boombox, and it was one of the top of the range Sony boomboxes or Ghettoblasters that came out at the time. It would have fetched, well, it would have been sold for, I should say, around $500 US. So the equivalent probably at the time, because the exchange rate back in the 90s, I think the pound was quite strong, so it would have been perhaps closer to 250 or £300. So it's got detachable speakers here, as you can see. Now it's not in too bad a condition in terms of operation. I'll just show you me turning it on. So it's on standby at the moment, and it features a CD player here. So this is just a straightforward CD player, and there's no motorized action or anything fancy there. It's got a double cassette deck, so this would have been all the rage at the time, because you would have wanted to have copied your mates' cassettes and also obviously record from the CD as well. So they both feature auto reverse decks, which is it's quite good at the time, I think. I remember sort of decks in the past that were only sort of, you would have one side that was play, and then maybe the other side was auto reverse as well as standard play. So so to get two auto reverse decks was quite good. Now unfortunately with this Sony, it was coated in a sort of a black sticky substance, which I guess is just how it deteriorated over the years, and maybe how it was stored before I got hold of it. So fortunately, to remove the stickiness, I had to use some alcohol, and it has lifted some of this mark in here. So there was some lettering in here. There may have been some this side, I can't remember, but unfortunately it has left a bit of sort of dirt showing here. So I could probably go at scratching that a bit more, but it's not feeling tacky or anything, so that's not too bad at the moment. So when I bought this, I paid I think it was £10 for it, but it cost me another £10 to have it shipped. So it was £20. It had a fault on the CD player, in that the CD player would only play so far and then it would skip, and also the decks wouldn't play, so the belts were gone on those. So luckily I was able to repair both decks as well as the CD player, and the CD player actually had some dirt that was engraved on the transport side. So I don't think we can see it from here, but underneath there was some dust that was preventing the head from tracking to a particular part, so that's why it would sort of skip. So in the end I think I had like a metal file to remove the stuck sort of dust that was preventing it from moving. So I'll just show you the CD player now working. So you have to press CD and then play. So the display's mainly working. It's a little bit faint, I think, on some of these digits here, but as you can see, it's got a setting here for the bass, the mid range, and then the sort of high end, the treble. And if we turn this up, the sound quality is not bad, and you can see it's hardly moved, and it gets very, very loud, this deck. very loud. So to talk about some of the features, it's got a built-in clock, which I haven't got it enabled at the moment because it takes some separate batteries for that, as well as the bigger batteries that drive the unit. I tend to prefer not to leave batteries in some of my older stuff because I don't want the batteries to sort of start leaking or me to forget that I've got them in there, basically. So yeah, I've got no batteries in here at the moment. So it's got, yeah, it's got the clock system, it's got timer as well, and it's got a 3-band radio. Now the only fault on the radio is that I don't have FM band, so it's just white noise. So if anyone has an idea on what components to check for why that would not be working, then that would be great. I'll just show you the cassettes quickly. So this is an old sort of tape that I did many moons ago. Oh, how if I put it in the right way? Okay, so I'll just play this, and you've got to actually press tape.
As long as you don't make too much.
Okay, so I can't play anything on the cassette for very long because of the copyright. So it's pretty good. So it knows the tape that's loaded here, and if you've got 2 tapes in, you can select them up here, deck A, deck B. So you've got some indicators here. There's the sort of classic mode, so if you don't want it to repeat the whole tape or play the other side of the tape, then you can set that up on here. So there's a record mute, some of the buttons for doing tape to tape, and it's actually got Dolby. I've got Dolby turned off, but it has got Dolby there. So so yeah, so I had to fit some bouts to this, and it wasn't too bad if I remember it. It didn't take me too long to put the new bouts on, and I had to do both sides. But I would warn you, if you are going to take this player or one like this apart, what you have to do is obviously get to all your screws in the back, and then the whole thing kind of slides out, but there is a absolute mess of wires in there. I mean, there are, you know, tons of wires in there. They do give you enough length to get at certain things, so it's not too bad, but it's the first time that you open it, you kind of realise how far things have moved on from when this would have been made. So although from its looks, it looks pretty stylish, it looks competent, well made, it's exceedingly heavy. It really is very heavy, this deck, and it's not until you actually get inside it that you think, oh my gosh, I can see why at the time it probably cost what it did because of the amount of wiring in there. So yeah, so you can see it takes the big batteries here, 2 there, 2 there and 2 there, and then, well, actually no, I've got that wrong, haven't I? Is it 3 batteries in there, 3 batteries in there, and 2 down here? So you're looking at I think 8 batteries, although I've never run it on batteries. And then in here, this is the battery backup for the clock and other functions. So yeah, that's the Sony CFD-770 out, and if you can get hold of one for not much money, then they're worth looking into as a solid system, and it sounds pretty good. So I'll just do another quick demo of the sound. I'll quickly show you the tuning. So I haven't got FM, unfortunately. So and that's with the air up or down. So you can hear the white noise here. So we've got medium waves. That's trying to. It's picking up lots of interference. I don't know if that's Wi-Fi or the fact the computer's on in the other room. I don't know. You get a tuning indicator if it's sort of strong enough, but I wouldn't think that many people would actually be listening to medium wave or long wave on something like this. So yeah, it's a shame the FM's not working. I'd like to be able to spend some time on that and work out why. But let's put the CD back on again. Yeah, and as I was lifting it before, I was thinking to myself, how would you ever lift this thing? One person lift it with all of the batteries, because it almost weighs like lifting a small child. So with batteries, yeah, very, very heavy. But it really substitutes any kind of small home hi-fi, and a bonus is that it's portable, and if you want to sight the speakers at a further distance away from the main unit to get a better stereo separation, then that is possible. So I'm going to wrap up this video now. If you like this, you'd like to see some more old kit, then please subscribe, and I'll finish this off with just giving you an example of how it sounds with the adjustments on the equalizer here.